Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. I really got to make a note to myself to go fix that intro video so I don't have that going twice there on that. What everybody looks like, guns, beer, and therapy. But man, glad to see y'all here this evening. We're going to do a short little live chat here. And thank you all so much for watching the Zulisy video. Appreciate it very much. And see, we got people out here in the chat. We'll be calling you guys out here in just a few minutes. But I appreciate you all so much. And there is a poll going at the top of the screen. It says, what's your favorite colored dots? And I'm not talking about the Dots ice cream. We're talking about the optics, the color on your optics. And so far we have 25% red and 75% green. So anyway, man. I know Chris has done video on the Zulisy, and I think you've done the owl and some other ones. And so anyway, that's what had encouraged me after watching Chris's videos. I'm like, you know what? Those don't look too bad. I'd like to try one of those. And come to find out, I went back and looked on my emails and on my Instagram. And anyway, I had Zulisy on there, so I contacted them. And anyway, I had asked them for an R&R cut because the pistol that I was actually going to try it on was this dagger right back here. And story with that is the compact I got from PSA. And then I wasn't real happy with the way the grip fit me. And it just felt a little too short in my hand. So anyway, talked to PSA. Anyway, we got the S frame, which is longer. I'm super happy with that. So I had an extra compact frame sitting here. So went over, visited PSA, got another slide. And actually, that slide was one of the ones that was on sale that I think I posted it and Chris had posted it too and stuff at the time. They're great sales. And so anyway, that's what I was wanting to put it on. But the owl does come in the Viper Doctrine. And I actually have a gun that would fit on, but I already have a optic on it, and I wasn't wanting to take it off and resight one in just yet. Which after doing this video, I think I might do that, or I might have another one coming to the channel, maybe. And if I do, I'll put that on there, or a plate to adapt it over from Viper Doctrine over into RMR. So anyway, you will get to see that again on a pistol. And anyway, we'll see how it works on there. I think Chris had really good luck with his. And there's some more of those optics I would like to actually try out myself. Because on this particular one, I like the low profile on it. It's really nice. I thought the optic was pretty good. I prefer green dots over the red dots just because of astigmatism. Hey, there's Boomstick out there. And anyway, but as long as I didn't turn this up like in the highest settings, I didn't get any stigmatism, no starburst. So anyway, and I don't like the dot real big myself anyhow. So anyway, and bright. So anyway, it worked out fine for me. I stuck it on that rifle, and I was wanting to try that pinch sight from Meridian anyhow. See, I believe, yeah, it's called a pinch sight, the 45 offset. But I will actually be putting that on a different optic for that rifle on there. And I think that whole setup it'll probably end up going over to the 300 blackout. I'm not for sure. We got Abigail out there. Welcome, welcome. And anyway, but most of the stuff I liked about the Optic, I'm really undecided on the plus and minuses buttons. I'm used to reaching up there and being able to push them with my finger. And this one I could not. They kind of are recessed in the frame, which, like I said, the holster, it might be a great thing for, being in a holster, because in a holster, it's definitely not going to rub or something and like change those, the sights or the setting that you have it on. So I also like the fact that you can make it a shake awake or not. So that was another plus. I wish most all sights, those dots, I wish like you had that option in all of them. That'd be sweet. That way it'd please everybody. You'd have the option of a shake awake or not. And so that would be a nice deal. Oh man. So we do have a giveaway for tonight. So if you enter Zulisy or hashtag Zulisy, that'll get you entered in the giveaway. So make sure you type that in. There we go. Mr. Bob's got it. So anyway, I'm going to run back through real quick and shout out everybody that is here. We had Dale Pogue. He jumped in first, and we had Ron Lane. And then we had Misty Mrs. Lane, Christmas 740. Let's see here. A lot of talking. We got Edward Petty on here. They'll poke again. Boomstick. And then we had Abigail. And I think we're about all caught up there on everybody that's in here. I appreciate y'all for being here and watching. I really do appreciate that. And get entered in the hashtag Zulisy for the giveaway. And then also I thought we would do a quick little topic here real quick, and everybody can throw their comments out in the side chat. And don't forget, there is a poll going on at the top of the chat. And so do you like reflex dots, and have you tried them? I know there's been a few people say like, I really just like iron sights, but I've not tried some type of a reflex dot or something like that. And so I myself was like an iron sights guy. I mean, I wanted iron sights, and that's what I grew up with. And anyway, I still love iron sights, but I do know as I'm getting older with my eyesight and stuff, I do find the dots a lot more helpful, a lot faster to get on target, and things like that. So anyway, what's your guys' opinions on those? Boomstick says, taking the wife out for Valentine's dinner. What do you guys think is more romantic, McDonald's or Burger King? Oh, buddy, that's a tough one right there. That is a tough one. Mrs. Wayne says Burger King definitely. McDonald's will be full, and you'll have to wait for your table. Boomstick. Abby says my left eye is snafu'd. Doggone it! Yeah, that's. Yeah, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Oh my goodness. Like I told last night on the members chat, my Valentine's for my wife was easy this year. We were watching football game Sunday, and she looked at me, said, "For Valentine's, I don't want any flowers or nothing. I want a Harrison Butker T-shirt, which is the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs." So she has other players of their shirts, but anyway, she wanted that one. So I got on the phone right then, ordered it up, and it'll be here the next day or two. So I got out really good on Valentine's Day for that. So and I asked her, "So what are you getting me for Valentine's Day?" And she goes, probably nothing. Just get on there and order you a gun part or something, whatever that you want." So I thought, man, this is great. So Vanessa said, Raising Cane just opened their first restaurant here in town next door. Dang, lines waiting to get to the drive-thru are huge. I bet. Ron says the reflex is growing on me, but irons for my everyday carry now. Yeah. And I mean, I love personally the ones I do have the reflex dots on. They are co-witness, so I can see my iron sights. That's just something I'm a real stickler about. So Abigail says, thanks, I'm getting ready to go out with Liz for Valentine's. Justin says, going to have to go back and watch a rewind on that premiere. Got a phone call right at the beginning. Oh, yeah. That happens. I have never ate Raising Cane's yet. We don't have one here close by, so I'd like to try it one day if one comes in close by, or or I'm traveling to see one. I definitely will check it out because I like good food. No doubt about that. So I'm going to take a look back up at the poll, and well, it's getting closer. Favorite color of dots? We got red at 42% and green at 58%. And I think for me, the green dot, I can see it better, and I don't really get no stigmatism. And before I started using the reflex sights, I actually had some green dot lasers on a few of my pistols. And I know for a fact, me personally, at least around here, you can see that projection green dot way better than you could for the red. But there's certain times I think it's my high point, I can turn it to red or green. And there's certain times that I actually kind of like a red, So see, Justin says, really like Raising Cane's. Chris said, Raising Cane's has contributed to my beautiful figure. Justin says, NGL Bojangles is the king of chicken, though. We got Bernie Sanchez in here. He says, good evening, fellow hillbillies. Abigail, I'm still kind of sore in my leg. I did legs today and fixed my bedroom door. Yeah, I bet. Everybody's saying howdy to Bernie, and then we got Travis T jumped in. He says, what's up, peeps? Hey, Travis, how you doing, buddy? Abby says Bojangles is good, but nowhere near as good as Publix uh, chicken tender subs. Never had that either. Not much of a bird person as far as like chicken and stuff. I don't know why. I don't hate it. I just prefer beef over any type of bird, I guess, or even pork for that matter. And Boomstick said they recently opened up Bojangles near me. Vanessa said this is the first Raising Cane's in Connecticut. Cool. Yeah, Travis. That's what I said. There's sometimes like on that one I have on my high point, I can switch it back and forth. Travis said red stands out in most settings, green disappears in foliage. And I do agree with that. No doubt about it. And where I live, we have a lot of trees, a lot of foliage. But as far as seeing, I can see better to it. Like, or as far as like the dot, it catches my eye better, and I don't have the stigmatism, the starburst. Mr. Bob says, I'm old and changes make me angry. I want KFC. Hey, look who we got in here. Hey, we got Battle Bean. And if you don't know who that is out there on the Facebook side, that is Mario Mosen. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Mr. Bob says, or Odax, home of love, peace, and chicken grease. Abby says, I want to try a green dot, but just spending my money on bills and fixing my house. That's definitely understandable. No doubt about that. Bernie says, I still haven't been to Raising Cane's. So. Nessa says, wrinkling the retina of my left eye at center focus. My left eye makes everything look like it is funhouse mirrors. Ah, man, that would definitely stink. Yeah, Justin says, I want the 80s KFC back when it was good like Long John Silver's. Yeah, man, we actually had in Branson over here, we had a KFC / Long John Silver's like building, and the way the drive-throughs worked, like one had to like you go in and eat at either one as the same building connected each other. And if you wanted in the KFC drive-through, like you come around to the right side, and if you wanted a Long John Silver's, you had to like go around and come in on the left side. But it was on a corner, so like whichever direction you pulled in, you could get right in and right out. And man, that was always great because if you, like me, had kids and everything, some people might want something from KFC, some people might want something from Long John Silver. So you literally, left one drive through and just pulled around into the other, all in the same, building, same parking lot. So that was really sweet. But they closed it down and something else was built there. So I don't know. It always seemed busy every time I went there. So I don't know why it got closed down. With the property prices in Branson, somebody may have just offered them, really good money for their property or something. I don't know. That's hard to say. But Vanessa Kitty said there was a KFC near Gulf Breeze, Florida. That was all you can eat if you dined in. That was fun on vacations in Pensacola. Yeah. Been to Gulf Shores and Pensacola many, many times. Great area to visit with the family. And, just that whole little corner of that Gulf right there. There's some really nice waters there. Pizza Hut as well, yeah. Oh, we had a Long John Silver's and A&W. I'll be darned. I sure do like an A&W root beer. But also, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like Barks root beer too a lot. And so, hey, there's Gene Ashworth. That's reloading from the hot pot. Jumps in and says, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" So now, Gene, I think you've done. Yeah, you have done a video or two on the Zulisy optics too. So anyway, if you guys are interested in more in these, yeah, you can jump over and see Chris from the 740 and reloading from the hot pot, because I believe they both have videos on these. So Ron says I'm hungry now. We got chicken, burgers, fries, and tacos up there. Mr. Bob says, Bernie, there was a KFC between home and Mark Twain Lake that did evening buffets. Always made it a point to stop there. And Bernie says, dang, now I'm hungry. Oh, man. Wow, there, Vanessa. Yeah, she's a cooker. There's no doubt about that. Extra smoked brisket in the freezer. I'm going to put that in Boston baked beans. See, the only Boston baked beans I've ever had's been ones you get at the store. It's in the wrapper. I don't even know if they still have, the little bag of Boston baked beans, but but those were definitely a favorite when I was growing up. Ron Wayne throws out the cookies there. Oh, man. So, does anybody have any questions about the Zulisy owl or anything like that? I want to make sure if you have those, I'll try to answer them for you. And if I can't, maybe Chris or Gene can. They're out there too. Price point, we can't really talk price here, but the price is decent. I mean, on them, there's no doubt about that. And actually, you can get 15% off, as you've seen there in the video, if you use code HillbillyUp1. So I don't know why there's one on there, but HillbillyUp1, and use that code for checkout, and you will get 15% off on top of that. So that's one thing I always try to do for Hillbilly Nation. If I'm in touch with a company, I'm like, okay, we can do this, but what can you give Hillbilly Nation? They need, a good buy, a discount, or they need some free stuff, something, And so I always try to work very hard at doing that and getting you guys discounts on anything that I review and stuff like that. It's not always possible, but most usually. And my link tree, there's companies I'm affiliated with, like PSA, and just several of them that there's might be discounts in there. You can check them out. But even if you do go through that, it does help this channel. I do get a little bit of a kickback, so appreciate that as always too. So says cookies, and Vanessa says I've been baking beans since I learned from my mom as a kid. Well, I've had baked beans, but not Boston baked beans. Miss Lane says Ron's had enough cookies. Ron says, wow, how many live streams a week does this guy do? Well, we recently, I think this is the fourth Wednesday that done a video premiere and then the short live stream after the video premiere. So, hopefully everybody's enjoying it, and we'll do it as long as everybody likes to do it, and so. Mr. Bob says, "Is it Gary? All of them, brother, all of them." So, guys, make sure you get your hashtag in there, hashtag Zulisy, for the giveaway tonight. Everybody saying howdy to Gary. And don't forget, if you just jumped in too, there is a poll going on. What's your favorite color of dots? And again, we're not talking about dots, the ice cream. We're talking about optics. So anyway, we're still at red 43% and green 57%. So there we got another giveaway in there. Gizzard says he just got home. He must have been at the cheese parade today. Actually, I know he's not, because I texted him earlier today. I'm like, dude, you at the cheese parade? And he's like, no. I'm afraid if I lived as close as Gary did, I probably would have been at the cheese parade. See, Bernie says, I visit my niece in Boston. Cooked beans there aren't considered Boston baked beans. Well, if you cook beans in Boston, they would have to be Boston baked beans, wouldn't they? Gary says, nope, he's at church. Oh, man, that's hilarious. But so, sadly enough, I don't have a Zulisy product to give away, but I know. See, I think it was last Wednesday we gave away the black skinny knife, and there were some people like, yeah, I already got one or two, so like they passed on it and to somebody else, and so anyway, I figured tonight, just for a fun deal, I know it's not much, but I'm going to be giving away this patch. I've never given away. I gave away last night. I gave one away on our members, along with the products that they get to choose from on there, because on there they get to choose from like 6 different products that they want to win if they won if they win. So anyway, I figured this was a really cool little patch, and so this is what I'm going to be giving away tonight. It's this little patch right here. Come on, focus. There you go. You always have to say focus before the camera will focus. I learned that. So it says, I'm your Huckleberry. And so anyway, that's what we'll be giving away tonight. And so we are going to be doing that giveaway here in just a minute or two. So make sure you get your hashtags in there. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to write that down so whoever does win, I can write their name down and not forget to give that to them. So, yeah. Another thing, I know I don't have it up on the banner, but for you people that do like dots, do you prefer the shake awake or the always on, or to be able to turn them on and off. Because I believe there's probably a pro and con to each one of those. You know, maybe if you have just a, you know, what we would call a truck gun or something, that you're not going to, you know, that's probably might be just staying in there, locked up in a box or something like that, then, you know, shake awake's probably going to be kicking on and off a lot, you know, for driving. But like most of these companies, they're putting in some very long lasting batteries. So, you know, you're talking, you know, the battery should last for years. So Dale says he prefers shake awake, and probably shake and bake too. Abby says, gotta either have a shake awake or a constant on, but constant on I use as aim point. Nice. Mr. Bob says they come with 50,000 hours battery. The motion would save a lot of filming in the dark within seconds count. That is true. Very true. Abby says, I won't consider an EOTech for fighting rifle. Yeah, 50,000 hour battery life. And I believe earlier when I asked Lex, that was like 5 years and something or whatever. I forget what she said. I had to go back up and look, but yeah. So actually, I have Google right here. Google. Hey, Google. How many years is 50,000 hours?
50,000 hours is equal to 5.708 years.
5.708 years. So. I wish all light bulbs and batteries was, you know, had that type of stuff in, or that good of a battery on them. I know the LEDs, man. I've had really good luck switching to those things, man. I got light bulbs that I ain't changed, I know for a fact, in 4 years. I mean, that's about when I started changing all of them over. But yeah, man, 4 years of an outside porch light or something like that that's on all night long, and 4 years don't have to change it yet. Mr. Bob says it's all about eliminating fail points. The fewer fail points, the less it can go wrong. Very true. Yeah, just set off everybody's Google Home devices or Alexas. Yeah, we have a running joke on our, where we trade stocks on the Discord. Somebody will just yell out, hey, I'll say Alex, so don't everybody's off, but hey, Alex, what's the weather forecast for today? And then like everybody's like, you know, stop, you know, or whatever, because Alex is going off in their room, in their house. So Abby says we have all the LEDs here. We put them in 6 years ago. That's awesome. Gary says, no joke. Mine answered when he said that. And yeah, I forgot. I have a Google back here. And then in the rest of the house, we have Alex's. So, but the reason I got this one was we'd buy a smoke detector, and it was one of those smart ones or whatever. And they were running promotion at the time, and it actually came with one of these Google Nest deals or whatever, minis or whatever. So we got that, and which I like that because we have other smoke alarms in the house. That one right there like it'll alert me on the phone or, whatever, however you set it up. So, if you're not home, it'll let you know. And I think you can set it up to call to notify 911 or something too. So anyway, because it says everything in my house is Apple except for the alarm clock in my bedroom. It's Google. Google. Oh boy. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Let me pull up the screen. So we have 9 entries. And let's get this thing rolling and see who wins tonight. Travis T. All right. Congratulations, Travis T. He said he was had won for months. His lucky streak had ran out, and so that gives him another win. Maybe he's back into winning now. Congratulations, buddy. Let's see. Let me probably already have my email, but email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com, Travis, and I will get that sent right out to you, buddy. Sure. Appreciate everybody being on here. Okay, so Abby says, what's a good inexpensive green dot that still be good for serious use? And Carrie says, well, explain inexpensive. And she says sub 250 bottle caps. So and Carrie said, Travis T is back. Travis T is has won the most on the Foul Territory show, I believe, is what Gizzard has said in the past. So, but he hasn't won for a while. Oh man, sub 250. There's several out there. There really is. And a lot of it depends, what you're wanting. If you want a red dot, a green dot, if you want, because some of those come with like the rear sights on the back, in case you don't have like a co-witness type deal. And then you have there's several different ones. You have different styles. The open ones, like what's on the Zulisy here, and then you have what we call the mailbox ones, which they're square boxed in. So there is a lot out there. Yeah, Gizzard says pistols, Swamp Fox, Liberty, or Justice. And she says she likes aim point T2 size dot for a rifle. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you put it on a rifle, or a pistol, they're probably totally, two totally different things. What you'd want. And anyway, Justin says Sig makes green dots. I've not tried any SIGs. And Artac and Daughters there, buddy. Hey, welcome. We're just about to end this chat, buddy. We just did the giveaway, and we're gonna probably wrap this thing up. Thanks for jumping on, though. We appreciate you very much. And let's go ahead and end this poll here. So, with the poll, asked what's your favorite favorite color of dots, and referring to optic dots. And So we had green taking the lead at 54% over red at 45%. There was 22 votes. So Abby says, does the Romeo 5 come in green? Because I have one in red that saved my life. I don't know. Yes, there is Zulisy green dots too. And it just so happened they sent me a red. And so, and Gary says that the Romeo 5 on my AR, it does red and green both, he believes. So, yeah. Awesome. Well, guys, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you all very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the short live chat. And anyway, we will be doing Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys ain't got anything going on, jump over there and visit us on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. Always a lot of fun. At least it is for me. I have a great time. And I thank you all so much for being here. And I love each and every one of you. And there's MC jumped in, said late arrival, but great content. Alrighty. So good night, buddy. Everybody's saying good night. So I'll give you all a second here as I'm signing off to say good night to everybody. And anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate you being here. You guys are just awesome. I mean, I just can't say enough about each and every one of you. So anyway, I am going to leave you all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again, Hillbilly Nation. I love you. Good night, everybody.